So I've had my Indian Scout bobber for a year, put about 8,000 miles on it, and thought I'd review it for you guys. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and click it. So I was looking to change up my Ducati Monster 821 to something a little more relaxed, more of a cruiser, and I came across the Indian Scout bobber. I liked the way it looked. I preferred it over the regular Scout because the regular Scout has chrome, which would be really hard to get rid of, and I like the blacked out look and the black frame. And then it already had the fenders bobbed and had a basic look to it already, so I decided I'd rather have that than the regular Scout. I've had no issues whatsoever with my bobber besides the back tire wearing out at about 3,500 miles. So they do put soft tires on it. I changed the oil at 500 miles like you're supposed to, and then I added in changing the oil at 5,000 instead of 10,000. Besides that, I've just done quite a few mods to it. So it really has been a maintenance-free bike. It gets about, for me, I can get about 100 miles per tank, and then about somewhere in that area, depending how I'm riding it, the gas light will come on. I think the most I've gotten is about 115, and then the gas light came on, so I just go ahead and get gas at that point. As for the power of the bike, it is not a slow cruiser. If you don't think you can handle 100 horsepower, and that's crank horsepower actually, then, and you do like the Indians, I would suggest an Indian Scout 60. That would be an easier bike to start off with, and with mods you can actually boost it up to the stock Scout power. I've added a few things on this, so I should be pushing about 120 at the crank. And one of the funnest things about the Indian Scout bobber is this. Sorry, couldn't wave on that one, buddy. Hey, almost. Yeah, that motorcycle was trying to wave, but I was sort of paying attention to what I was doing. So yeah, the Indian Scout bobber handles well. It's a very fun bike. Puts a smile on my face every time I ride it. It's been extremely reliable. I've taken it on multiple trips over a lot of little bumps like this, which tells you how firm my suspension is. So on the trips I've taken, I've done a couple multi-day trips, one for 900 miles to Sonora and then up to Lake Tahoe. And then one I did down to SCMM in Palm Springs, and that went down there, then went up through Death Valley. That was a little hot going through Death Valley. After that I went up to Lee Vining, stayed the night, and then went ahead and went over Tioga Pass, which is the north side of Yosemite Valley. That trip there was about 6 days and about 1,500 miles. I didn't have any problems with the Scout. It did fine through Death Valley. The Scout is actually fun to customize. And I've noticed a lot of people customizing their Scouts. There's a lot of parts out there. There's a lot of things you could do yourself. And it actually seems to be a bike with a good personality. Got a little character to it. It's got a little attitude to it. If you're looking for a laid-back cruiser, yeah, I could do that. But it is a bike with a little bit of attitude. You just have to give it a little gas, throw an exhaust and a tune in it, and it becomes a totally different animal. You got to hang on, which brings me up to why I changed the seat. Everyone said the seat's uncomfortable. Well, I found out, yes, it's uncomfortable. But my biggest gripe with the seat was that it felt like you were sliding off the back. And I didn't particularly like that feeling because I wanted to concentrate on riding. And yes, you still hit bumps. So I changed the seat to a Corbin seat, and that has resolved the problem for me. So now I feel like I'm hooked in on it. So I actually feel really comfortable taking this on long rides. When I did my long rides, I did not have these handlebars. I think it would be better with these handlebars. I think that you can totally trust your Indian Scout, whether it's a bobber or a regular one, on a long trip. Just take care of it. Just have to stop for gas about it every hour or so, depending on how nice you are on the throttle. The bike has been maintenance free, and I actually trusted it enough to go through Death Valley. So a little bit of a risk maybe, but hey. And there's tons of motorcycles out today. So I would highly recommend the Indian Scout Bobber. Just be prepared for a little bit stiff suspension, and you probably want to look into a different seat than stock. Otherwise, it's a really fun bike. It puts a smile on my face every time I ride it. I just have to control my throttle because I like to play on it a lot. So if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe. Later.